First and goal, Raiders.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. From the 2 now, second and goal. Freeman again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Chargers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going in.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Finding some room at midfield. And some space here. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Raiders 14, Chargers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Raiders 14, Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's Beckham, great grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make the...
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Herbert on 1st down now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Raiders 21, Chargers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Chargers 7.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On the give, this is Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, LA! Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
21. Chargers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 5 now. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Bring him the first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
They go play action here on first down. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Touchdown, Raiders. Gerald Everett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Him down as he's inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down. 1st and 10.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Raiders. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
35. Chargers 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence. With a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise,
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He'll get this to Eckler, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 4, and now it's second and goal. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watch the game. Tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. On second down, Eckler. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Herbert, third and goal. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. as they nurse this small lead. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll set up to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
And this returnable for Hines.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw again.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9 now.
And that's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their mobile quarterback, 26 yards.
And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive.
Herbert
escaping the pressure right.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
7 yards, the pickup there.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carl, Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Raiders 49, Chargers 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Chargers 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to his...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponent